All right, everybody, welcome to the 423 Podcast. I'm your host, Owen Logan. I'm here with Jacob Murphy, Chase Westcott, Ryan Foster, and Jack Summer in the building with the whistling. You gotta love it. I really messed with that. All right, so today, our first topic is going to be discussing what is your favorite album of all time? All right, so who would like to start on that?
Well, and I'd like to start, it'd have to be To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. Not only is Kendrick Lamar the greatest rapper to ever touch this earth, but he delivered a great piece of work along with it. He has amazing tracks in it, such as All Right, which literally everybody knows and knows word for word. Then we also have tracks like You, where he dives into deeper issues that Kendrick faced throughout his life. And no matter what perspective he tells the story from, everybody feels like they can relate. And not only relate, but they feel like they could maybe even have gone through a similar experience such to him.
Why would you say you like that album more than any of Kendrick's other albums, like Good Kid, Mad City?
Well, I love Good Kid, Mad City. And for the longest time until about last year, Good Kid, Mad City, I always thought was way better. But as you listen through Kendrick's discography, To Pimp a Butterfly, it's a way more mature version of Kendrick. And I love how he tackles way deeper issues than he does than Good Kid, Mad City. Not to say that he doesn't, but you can still tell that it was a 2012 album, and you can still tell that he was growing as an artist. And then To Pimp a Butterfly just kind of brings it all together as like, I don't know, it's just a great masterpiece of work. It's very complete, and it's very well thought out and written.
Owen, what would you say your favorite album of all time is?
My favorite album of all time would have to be A Moon-Shaped Pool by Radiohead. It's one of their newer albums, but I've been listening to their discography for years, and I found that album is just like the most mature. It's very like low-key and like quiet. It's just a very like chill, relaxing album to listen to.
You don't think Kid A is better?
I love Kid A. Kid A is good. Kid A is number 2, but
Number 2?
A Moon-Shaped Pool, yeah.
Okay. What about favorite rap album then of all time?
Favorite rap album. That is a very hard choice. My favorite rap album, just off the top of my head, right now that I'm listening to, would have to be Imperial by Denzel Curry.
That is a good one.
Ooh.
I always go back to that album ever since it came out. I've just been constantly listening to that album. I mean, I love Taboo, I love Zoo, I love all of his work, but Imperial, that's just the one I go back to the most. You know, Me Now, that's
Absolutely.
a banger. ULT.
Absolutely.
I love This Life.
Gook.
I love This Life. That's a good one.
This Life is my favorite song on that
Story
album.
with No Title.
Oh, that one's a good one. Yeah.
Story. I literally
Naughty
listen
Head?
to This Life every single day, whenever I wake up.
It's hard, basically.
Tomorrow's not here.
I wish Rick Ross wasn't on Naughty Head, though. I'm sorry.
I know.
Not a big
I know,
Rick
but
Ross
Shots
fan,
fired.
honestly.
Denzel makes it completely worth it, though. I just love that
Absolutely.
album.
Don't let the Taboo hype fool you. Imperial is Denzel's best work.
Definitely.
I mean, Taboo is still a really good album. I still
But
really mess with that album. I really, that's really up my
fool
alley.
with
I really just vibe to that album,
But with Imperial, that's just one step above.
I mean, I feel like with Imperial versus Imperial is more of like a grounded experience. Like, it's realistic. It's telling about Denzel Curry's life and the things he's going through, and there are a lot of things in that album that I can relate to, and I think a lot of people can relate to. And then with Taboo, it's more about like purely like emotions and like the difference between light and dark, and that's still a good album, but I feel like Imperial is just something that is just more relatable.
Imperial feels like we get all sides of Denzel Curry, not just his emotional aspect.
That's true. You get the softer Denzel and the, lot harder Denzel.
I mean, still, Taboo is very, very close. Just sonically, that album is just amazing. Like, the production on that, Black Balloons is a classic song.
That's facts.
The song Sirens?
Ooh,
Sirens is good.
Sirens is probably best on the album, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Vengeance.
Nah.
Vengeance is
You
good.
can't top
I like
Vengeance.
I like Black Metal Terrace.
That one's a good
Black
one.
Metal Terrace is pretty great, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The chorus
I really
on that
like,
song.
I don't know. I feel like JPEG Mafia's part gets a little bit trashed on.
JPEG Mafia's
kinda
part
like
is
it,
really
though.
good. I
JPEG
like
Mafia,
JPEG Mafia.
He's underrated in my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't really like his new album though, man. To be honest,
I mean,
I don't know why. Maybe I just haven't listened to it enough.
I didn't like it as much as his like previous work. You know.
Mhm.
What do y'all think about that new Uzi song?
I thought it was
That Way.
That way.
So I didn't really like the intro of it that much. I'm not a big what is that, Backstreet?
Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys, yeah.
I'm not a big Backstreet Boys, but like I thought Uzi did really well. Especially
That's like, I didn't like the hook too much because I just kept thinking of the Backstreet Boys, but
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
verses were really good and the
Definitely,
beat was
definitely.
hard.
I feel like with that song, like the hook, it's kind of funny for like a meme, but
Yeah.
for like an actual song that I want to vibe to, I don't want to hear
I don't want to hear
the
that.
I want it that
Yeah.
way.
Maybe he's just trolling. the whole
I feel like he is. I
Uh,
feel like he's never gonna drop the album. He's just gonna keep dropping troll songs.
Like,
I don't
Fruits of
know.
Shuffle's
I mean, new
almost a troll
new
song,
products.
Do-
Very
I
down New
mean-
Products. What was that one?
Sanguine Paradise.
Sanguine
Rack.
Paradise is good.
What was the other
That
one?
other
Racks
new
on
one.
Me?
What other new one?
too. That's a rack.
That's a rack.
That's alright.
I don't know, man.
Fruits of
Don't get me
Oh, I
wrong.
was gonna
These
say the
singles are
Futsal
cool.
Shuffle.
Oh, I did not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I did not like the
Shuffle,
Futsal
that beat was
Shuffle at all.
atrocious.
Yeah, that beat was absolutely awful. I can't vibe to that. You won't see me in my car at 10 o'clock
No way.
riding down listening to Futsal Shuffle. I don't know. I'm just tired of the singles. The singles don't have the SoundCloud Uzi appeal to me.
Definitely.
Not at all.
He's
Yeah,
just.
they don't.
But Rich Forever though. We
Rich
me and you were talking
Forever.
about this earlier.
Yeah, Chase and I were talking
That's
about
so
Rich
old.
Forever earlier. That came out in
brought-
2018, but
he
that
brought
shit,
some raw
that
emotion
crap
on that
was hard.
track. That, I don't know, man. Yeah,
R.I.P.
I
Rich
definitely fool with that. More of that Uzi, but I don't know, man. I'm tired
You
of
know,
these
What was
singles.
that other rap that dropped recently? It was
The
there's
rap?
another song or album.
By who?
I'm trying to think.
Do you know the name of the album?
So we trying to figure out.
When they drop?
I don't know.
It was recent.
Whole lot of red though. Right,
never
right
coming
along
out.
there with Uzi. Where is that?
Not coming.
Yeah, I know it's
That
never
one's
coming
definitely not
out.
coming, but there's about a million
Alright.
Cardi leaks, so we've definitely heard it before, probably.
Oh,
Definitely.
there's a new Five Finger Posse album.
Oh yeah, I was
Oh,
finna
you wanted to
talk about
this,
that.
so-
I was finna talk.
The
about
intro is insane.
That. The intro is very good. That was gonna be.
I haven't looked into it yet.
I was gonna
Yeah.
talk about. Have I put you onto them yet?
No, I've never heard of him.
Well,
I've heard of them. I just haven't listened
for
to
my
them.
for my favorite upcoming artist, I was gonna do them. So we can
Mm.
talk about that in a minute. All right, Ryan, do you know what your favorite album is?
All right, so I don't necessarily have a favorite like album of all time, or at least I can't think about it. I normally go with whatever gets released.
That's
Like I'm favorite. Probably my favorite for right now that's recently been released is Unlocked by Denzel.
Unlocked is
Oh,
banging.
Simply, like one reason I love Kenny Beats, his production style, absolutely
Yes.
love it. But Unlocked, I feel is just so creative and so
I
out
for real
there.
friggity fool with that option.
Yeah.
All right, but
on
I
everything.
I have to say something about that. I actually like the blood in blood out mix that I dropped on YouTube a couple weeks before.
Oh,
better.
I listened to that. That
Got
was
way
But in-
overlooked.
I had Denzel's notifications on. I saw as soon as I dropped that, I'd listened to the entire thing, loved it, sent it in the group chat. It's great.
It is good stuff. I don't know, man. Denzel, no matter what he drops, he still always gets overlooked, and he's still always the underdog.
He has an amazing live show though.
Absolutely.
I think
honestly, I'm
yeah,
surprised.
Wish I would have gone.
I'm surprised he's not bigger than he is. Like he's so talented.
it's definitely because he
Absolutely.
doesn't try and make mainstream music like at
Yeah.
all. So that's why. I think
It's
He
also
sticks
because he owns his own masters and stuff, so they probably
Absolutely.
don't try to
They
promote
don't
him
push
much. But in the end, he's probably making way more money. Plus, he
Oh yeah.
did you see
definitely.
the shows like the wrestling theme shows, like the Red Bull shows? He was doing like
Yeah.
like Denzel Curry versus Jid. I think he did one with Shoreline Mafia.
Did you watch the one versus Jid?
Yes, I did.
That was so.
That was
dope.
insane.
I
I
love
want to
it.
go to one of those so bad. Honestly.
Absolutely.
That'd be sick.
Jid, man. Jid is dope.
Oh.
Jid is great. I always find myself going back to Jid music.
Jid.
Jid,
Especially-
Earth Gang.
Earth Gang too.
Earth Gang is banging.
Still salty.
Jid is super underrated. He had the best double XL freshman freestyle I think
Absolutely.
of all
He was
He
just
time.
in
really
a bad
did. He really
class.
did.
He was just in a
Jid.
bad class, man.
DiCaprio 2 is
So
a
it's gonna
really
get
good
overlooked.
album. All of his other stuff is really good.
Mounted Up is a definite song
Oh,
on
yeah.
on DiCaprio too. It gets
Yeah,
overlooked.
facts. Dreamville has a lot of people, a lot of good people.
I
Yeah,
always
they
loved
do.
Ed, Ed and Eddie. Or is that
Ed,
am I on
Ed,
the wrong
Eddie.
album?
No. I mean, no. Yeah, that's a different album,
Yeah.
but
Some of his
still
older stuff,
great.
but
Yeah.
his old stuff's
I love All Bad and Hereditary. off that
Oh,
album.
Hereditary. is so
Yeah.
good.
It's more of like his slower songs, but dude, it pulls at the heartstrings.
Honestly,
I'm an emotional guy.
My favorite Jid song is probably Stick Talk.
Stick Talk, love it.
The
dude.
beat in that song is just
all the
insane.
beats on DiCaprio too are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so Jacob, did you want to say anything about your favorite album?
I don't know if I have like a favorite album of all time because I just love so much different music, but probably like Slime Season 2 by Young Thug or something like that, honestly.
That album
But
is
if you
awesome.
ask me like my favorite like rapidy rap type album, probably like Underachievers. They had that, what's the album's called, like Duality or Dualism or something like that.
Back in Flatbush.
Yes, that album is great.
Has some really good songs on
Love
it.
the Underachievers, dude.
Yeah.
They dropped an album, they dropped an album recently. I think around December time.
Oh, I gotta
maybe
bump that.
November
Is
time.
that the new like Lords of Flatbush?
Yeah.
I gotta bump
and
that.
they have a really cool song on it called.
They're so
Emo.
underrated. Like,
Absolutely.
Just to run it back, Ack was on Blood In, Blood Out.
also, do y'all ever bump Thundercat?
Not really. I never really got into Thundercat.
Thundercat's amazing, in my opinion. But basically like everyone on that Brain Feeder label, like that's Flying Lotus. I think everyone on that label's fire.
Well, if we're in the topic of Flatbush Zombies, well, I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like when they
Yeah.
dropped their album, I don't know. For me, that kind of solidified them as the best rap group in rap right now. For
Are you talking about like that 3001 album?
No, I'm
or
talking
just the
about
old
Vacation
ones?
in Hell,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
most recent one. I really like that album, and it did not get talked about.
No,
It's true.
best rap.
Mad about that, man.
I like that
for real.
album a lot.
That album was great. It had You and I, Sunshine.
All the like hip hoppity hop rappers, like they have the worst. Like they never get like recognition for anything because they're not gonna do some dumb like clout thing on Instagram to promote their music.
Definitely.
At Migos.
But
Let's not bring up Culture 3.
All right, Jack, do you want to get in on a favorite album?
I don't know.
Get closer.
I would have to go with something from Suicide Boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
The sound
Probably.
Eternal Grey would be mine.
I don't know.
I like Greg Gray.
Eternal Grey
And
for me.
Young Death, Low
I'm
Life.
thinking High Tide. No, what was the other one?
High Tide and the
That's
Snakes.
mine.
Oh, no.
High
That's
Tide
my
and the Snakes.
favorite.
I was
That's
thinking
one of
my
mine, too.
liver can't handle what my
Oh,
can
I
handle
love
what my heart.
That one is so good.
Yeah.
That
That's a
one's a
good album.
classic.
Their
Absolute
new album
classic.
is so good.
I'm
new
so
album's
happy
super
that
good.
they had this new project. It's so nice to hear coming from their last album.
Yeah. All right, so Suicide Boys, they have a lot of good stuff. Personally, my favorite Suicide Boys stuff is the first 10 sagas.
Oh, those are good.
That's
Always
my
loved the
favorite
sagas.
Suicide Boys.
You know-
Always been.
Honestly, Suicide Boys is probably my favorite artist. Like,
That definitely.
I've been listening to him
Definitely
for
up
so
there,
long.
man. Yeah.
Bro,
So
the
we
We all
live show
found
was
him
crazy.
super young. Yeah,
Yeah.
Grey Day was amazing.
Grey
Love
Day
Grey
was
Day.
one of the
Shakewell. God,
Shakewell had
God
an
thank
amazing
you,
Shakewell was
Shakewell.
that was a good surprise to see Shakewell.
I did
live.
not expect his
That
show
was the
to be as
perfect
good as
opening
that
act.
was.
Because
Yeah.
he was replacing Denzel.
No,
Yeah.
he replaced
This
Night
was-
Lavelle because
Oh,
Night
yeah.
Lavelle couldn't perform.
That's right.
He was like banned. from
Man, I would have
everything.
loved to see Night Lavelle.
Night Lavelle would have been
Yeah,
so
Oh,
good.
Night
man.
Lavelle.
I've always
Night
loved Night
Lavelle
Lavelle.
bangs.
Night Lavelle's
Fact.
I
always
always really
secretly
liked
been in
Night
my top
Lavelle.
10.
Night Lavelle is super good.
I love
Yeah.
Night Lavelle, dude. Did y'all listen to his new album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all listen to his new single that dropped?
Yes.
Lethal Presence?
Yeah.
I
I
Lethal-
like that. Lethal, Presence is good.
fire.
I heard
and you need
they're-
to check it out if you
yeah.
haven't. Absolutely recommend it. I love it.
All right, so what do you guys think now that the SoundCloud era of rap is kind of coming to a close? It was a really big force this whole
You know-
decade, and now in the 2020s, people don't really use it anymore.
It makes
What
me
do you
really
think about
sad
that?
because I've gone through like a lot of musical phases in my life, and my introduction to rap was 2016 SoundCloud rap. And so-
Honestly,
Mhm.
like for me, like
Yeah.
I love SoundCloud because it gave me an opportunity to see like an artist when they begin, and like I love getting to hear artists as they grow into their styles and develop those, and I love seeing them like rise up into success. But
It sucks that it's gone, dude.
yeah,
I think
it
I think
sucks.
the reason it's dying out is because like back in the day there weren't millions and millions of people using it. Like it's
Hey,
become
definitely.
Post, man.
and now there's like major artists that like will post their music on it. That to me that was never what it was for. Like I don't want to listen to a Katy Perry album on SoundCloud.
yeah.
Dude,
So true.
Drake dropped 2 singles only on
Yeah, like
SoundCloud
Drake's dropping his
last
music on
night.
SoundCloud.
That's,
People-
I don't
I think-
like
Do
that.
people still listen to Drake?
I don't like that.
Yeah, people.
Yeah, people
You
still
can't
listen.
say that, man.
I've never messed with Drake ever in my entire life.
All right, his old stuff.
His old stuff, bro. He had that hunger in him, man.
I honestly couldn't get into it.
That's fair.
Did you ever listen
That's
to what was that one album? The last good one.
Probably
if you're reading
not.
this, it's too late.
I mean,
Yeah,
I listened
that's-
to that.
That's one of my
Come
most
on,
favorite
bro.
albums.
You at least gotta mess with some Drake and Future songs.
I mean,
bro. Oh, and you
okay,
know
Drake-
I don't like Drake, bro. You know I
Drake,
don't like
Drake and
anymore.
Future. Okay, Drake and Future.
But that's a
okay.
different story. I
Drake-
understand.
I think Drake has some fire albums.
Yes, bro.
If-
I mean,
I think it's like an age gap. Like I think
Yeah.
older people like, I don't know.
If we're
I
ta-
mean,
No,
he has a
definitely
couple. He
people-
has a couple of good songs. It's just not really artists that I've ever been like
well, it's
really
not-
interested
your
in getting
favorite
into.
artist.
Yeah.
It's never really been. I mean, I can see why people like him. It's just never really
I've
been
never
my type of
fooled
music.
with Drake hard.
see, like, if
Never
we're talking
fooled.
like older, if we're talking older stuff, like, I mean, J. Cole's still good now, but like older J. Cole.
Older J Cole.
Way different mentality.
Older J Cole.
What's the Forest album? The Forest.
Yeah,
Forest Hill.
2014
That was a
Forest Hill
great
Drives.
That
The
was a
beats
good
on
one.
that album were amazing. He made them
Yeah,
all.
absolutely.
But I think like we should talk about like who do y'all think were some of the pioneers of SoundCloud like in its early
Come on,
beginnings?
X, absolutely.
X, Jase, on Freud.
But I mean,
As much as I hate to
if
say,
you really want to talk about like the original people, it was like Space
Space
Yes,
Ghost
Space
Perp.
Ghost
Yes.
Perp.
Space Ghost Perp, and then Raider Clan, which
Yeah, Raider
the
Clan
people
kinda
that
set the tone for
yeah, the
SoundCloud
people
back
that
then.
came out of Raider Clan were like Xavier Wolf, Bones,
Love,
like
man.
Chris
Xavier
Travis.
Wolf's
Shout
still
out
running
Sesh
it
Hollow
today.
Water.
I still love
Owen,
Xavier Wolf.
yes, dude. Isn't
So they-
Bones like one of your favorite artists? Owen?
Yes,
like, if
I-
not your favorite.
Bones is one of my favorite rappers. He was like the first like SoundCloud rapper that I ever got into. It was when it was paid programming. That was the album that I listened to.
Ooh.
It's good stuff. I mean,
I also love Control of Delete.
not all of his albums are good. He definitely has some duds, but when he really goes in hard, he goes in hard. Like these like last 3 or 4 albums he's dropped have been bangers.
Yeah, they have.
I
Really
think
good.
like those people for
Definitely.
sure are the pioneers, but people like to say that like Lil Pump was like
Yeah.
Lil
yeah.
Pump will be like I
Like,
blew
Heck,
SoundCloud
Lil
up.
Pump,
No,
bro.
I mean,
here's the deal. Here's the
there
deal
were
with
people
Lil
that
Pump.
like brought eyes to the SoundCloud rap, like
Yeah, way before
like when the freshman class came out.
Yeah.
Who's the
Uzi and all
king,
them.
man? Who's the king?
Well,
Uzi, Lil
here's the-
Yachty.
the king of SoundCloud of all time.
All time, man. Give it to me.
It'd probably have to be like X, dude.
Definitely.
X is
Honestly,
definitely the king
but,
of sound.
hey,
Except for new shit.
Here's the thing, though. When he dropped 17, he wouldn't release it on SoundCloud. He turned his back on the SoundCloud scene, man.
But I think out of all like the people that blew up on SoundCloud, he blew up like
yeah,
it's either like him or Uzi, but Uzi's not even considered SoundCloud
X
rap.
Is, X is better than Uzi.
yeah.
X is better.
I don't know that little that little 2016 freshman cipher group.
2016 was the year.
All right,
Yeah.
2016
It
Uzi is hard to beat. 2016 Uzi is super
Absolutely.
good. 2016,
Absolutely.
2015 Uzi, 2014.
Man, a lot of people forget Denzel Curry was in that cipher.
Yeah,
Going back to Denzel, but
he
he's
was
good.
part of Raider Clan.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I don't know. His cipher might have been the best out of that one.
Yeah.
Honestly,
is
but
fact.
gets
It was so funny to see like someone who can really rap with like
Yeah.
Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Lil Yachty.
And Kodak Black.
If we're
man.
talking about people that were like really good on SoundCloud, Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
But the
That
minute he
way later.
Juice WRLD was like
it was
way
no
after
it was
Flow.
way later.
He
But
definitely blew up on SoundCloud. for
his
sure.
but I'm saying like his stuff on SoundCloud was probably his best stuff. Like his
Yeah, that's facts.
Absolutely.
But
His whole work of art changed once he got off SoundCloud.
I feel like
Definitely.
Juice WRLD isn't really like a SoundCloud rapper. Really, what like
Yeah.
I mean, he had stuff on SoundCloud, but really what blew him up was like memes. Like
Yeah.
all girls are the
That's
same.
true.
That really
but
gave him his
it's
career.
it's the stuff he made like
That's how you get
early
popular.
on.
The stuff he made
man.
on SoundCloud is definitely his best.
That's
music.
literally how you get popular now.
Yeah.
It sucks, but
Yeah.
memes and TikTok, that's how artists blow
Lil
up.
Nas X, like,
Yeah, Lil
he would
Nas
not have
X.
blown up with
Bro, he had oh my god, he set so many milestones with that garbage song. Now, you know how long I had to hear that garbage song for? Old Town
Gucci
Road
Gang. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
there. Gucci Gang, man. No, I don't even want to bring up Lil Pump,
Bro,
bro.
what about I don't know, SoundCloud, that was probably one of the like my favorite types of rap for me. It was
Absolutely.
just
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was
Do you
always
think-
just new
Do y'all
stuff.
think SoundCloud will be like completely dead within like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
2 or 3 years?
I don't
Yeah,
see
definitely.
any chance of
So
it
then
coming
like
back.
YouTube will probably be just the new
I
place.
listen to stuff on YouTube now because you go on SoundCloud because they're not making as much money anymore because people aren't going on it. There's like
Yeah.
literally ads every 2 songs. Like,
Yeah.
He'll get
Like,
2
minute-long
45 seconds back to
ads.
back.
Shout
bro.
out Adblock.
yeah.
Yeah, for real. Oh no.
You know,
was
SoundCloud
definitely
ads are
dope.
really crud, dude.
It was definitely dope because like we got involved in the SoundCloud scene when we were like developing,
Yeah.
like 8th grade all the way throughout to like I don't know. It kind of died near the beginning of
Man.
junior year. That's when everybody kind of realized that it was like
literally,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't believe it's been that long.
X was
though.
like the last.
X is one of
eh.
X is one of my favorite, if not
Messiah.
my favorite rapper of all time. I just
Definitely.
like X.
Except for like his post-mortem albums.
Man,
No,
that's not his fault.
It's not his
don't
fault.
don't
but
even get me started on his posthumous albums.
I hate it. Like he was
Heck-
so good.
Heck, everybody who's involved with those albums. That's all I'm gonna say. Heck, everybody.
Lil Wayne didn't even know his name, dude.
Lil Wayne,
He got two songs with him.
I used to like Lil Wayne
You
until
call
he
him
did that. I can't
Extinction
even
on
listen
the
to his
song.
music anymore.
Look,
That's
yeah,
just
okay.
Wait, what happened
disgusting.
with Lil Wayne?
Okay, so on Carter 5, you know his song with
Yeah,
X?
no, of
he didn't
course.
know who X was before he did that song.
Bro,
Did
and he
you
didn't know
did
how
you
to
see
pronounce his
on
name
his
when he
newest
talked to
album he
everybody.
stole the boys with black eyes and put that on his album, that X
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
That's the song that he had on there. And also, I can't say the song name on the podcast, but the one that was on Bad Vibes Forever.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah.
That song sucked.
That song was horrible. That song was horrible.
It was sad to see.
Lil Wayne screaming. Can we talk about that?
I don't like the idea of posthumous albums, like
At all?
really,
No.
yeah,
Okay,
at
the
all.
only-
It's
Oh,
disrespectful.
I
Bro,
said-
speaking of that,
Just Pete-
50 Cent just picked up Pop Smoke's album.
Yeah, that was
Man.
weird.
No way. They're probably gonna do that to Juice WRLD too. I bet a new album from him is gonna come next
Oh well,
year.
no, doesn't he have like over like 2,500 unreleased?
Yeah, because
It's
all he
gonna be
does is
like 1,000.
freestyle and beats. They're literally gonna release music
But-
from him for like 10 years.
No, if we're
gonna be
talking about
awful.
posthumous albums, like I said this the other night, Circles by Mac Miller.
Circles is good.
That is a
That's
good
the
one.
only one I've heard that's been good.
Yeah.
Like if the artist had already finished the album before they passed away, then.
then it's fair.
Well,
yeah.
see, no.
But if
but
it's
it's gonna
just
get-
some thing where the label threw a bunch of unfinished songs together, I'm not trying to hear
well,
that.
that's all they're doing with X because
Yeah.
he has a bunch of recorded snippets and they're just throwing.
Bro,
people
they
on
literally took him and just.
That was X's thing. Was he just had a bunch of snippets for some reason?
Yes,
Well,
he was the
Yeah.
snippet king.
No,
man.
but he liked the shorter songs because he thought like he didn't want to waste time with all the
Yeah.
unnecessary.
Yeah, so I understand it, but
Yeah, but like, come on, man, 54
Uh,
seconds.
X was one of those
Run up
first
on me,
artists too that really like got me into
That was
rap. I
actually
really like the
I remember
Funny
bumping
enough,
like
that was
Sip
the
and
first
Tea.
X song I heard was "Run Up on Me" snippet.
yeah no me too for real and I really like his like rock influence stuff and like
Oh,
yeah.
his softer music. I really
Well,
got into like that
King-
stuff.
like
Like-
King.
yeah, like
Honestly,
King. I like
Love King.
Let's Pretend We're Numb. A lot of those softer songs I've really gotten into lately.
like one of his newest ones, Staring
Run.
at the Sky.
Love
Staring at the
that
Sky
one's
is good.
that one's so
that
good.
song with him and Joey.
Joey
Bad.
Bad.
Joey Bad.
Yeah, Infinity 888. Infinity
Yeah,
was
he was
so
rapping, he was
good.
going
Yeah,
crazy.
that
Oh
was
god,
good.
that was such a good song.
Bro, they both
He
flowed
could-
on that
he's
song.
like the most versatile
Yeah.
artist.
Definitely.
of all time.
Absolutely.
He could do anything.
But I love how the mainstream media tries to trash on him for that.
Well, I mean, like
I
he
know,
even made
for
a
real.
Spanish song.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the Spanish song was actually really good.
it was.
I don't even
think that was
speak
actually
Spanish
the
law.
first
How
Joey Badass song I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love Joey. Love Joey. I've always
Never
loved
actually
Joey.
never listened to his stuff actually.
I could definitely put you
Jo-
on.
Joey's like I don't know. He's probably the reason like all like Flatbush Zombies, like
That's
Underachievers.
why
Like
they're
he
popular.
started that whole wave. Like Capital Steez, rest in peace,
For
was
real.
like a great
But when
rapper.
you look back, was it Denzel who called out Joey?
I don't know anything
don't-
about that.
What
I
are
thought
you
somebody
talking
was
about?
like, well, didn't somebody tweet at Joey like nobody wants to hear this live? I'm trying to listen to the baby or whatever.
That was probably some random person.
Why would Denzel
Yeah,
I thought it
like
was
the
Denzel.
baby more than Joey?
that had to
Somebody
be
got
some like
called out.
random fan.
That had to be some random rapper, bro.
No,
Yeah.
you were telling me about it.
Really?
Yeah, it was the other night.
The other night. Jog my memory, man. Come on, give me more.
Look,
I
all
mean,
I
I can
doesn't
Google
seem-
it. What did you say, Joey?
Denzel
got-
doesn't seem like
someone,
that type of
tweeted
guy.
him?
Yeah, I thought
I totally remember Joey. No, yeah,
yeah,
Joey
no,
definitely Joey definitely got tweeted and said nobody trying to hear this conscious rap stuff. I'm just trying to hear the new Migos album and the baby.
If
Like no,
why
like,
would you
and
say
this was
that?
like a big name artist too. This was
if
not no
Denzel
random,
tweeted
like,
that,
tweeter.
that was probably a joke.
Was it 6ix9ine?
no. Don't even get started on 6ix9ine.
Denzel makes lyrical rap too.
Yeah, man.
I can't find it.
I don't think it was Denzel. It
I don't know.
definitely was not Denzel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought one of y'all said it was, but I guess it was
Denzel
wrong.
and I step
I guess
like that.
Denzel
That's
wants to
weird.
smoke.
Who's the best like hip hoppity hop rapper? Y'all think? I guess y'all would say Denzel, right? 'Cause
No, I wouldn't say Denzel. I gotta look.
I like like.
Because Kendrick is like, he's the GOAT, but he hasn't dropped anything in years and years.
Yeah,
You
know who-
2016 was the last time he dropped.
Are you talking about like
Isaiah
hip-hop,
Rashad.
Like
hop rap
lyricists,
from,
like
Isaiah
as
Rashad
far as
hasn't
lyricals,
dropped
like
anything either.
Yeah, I really want Isaiah to drop. Guess that's
Yeah,
never
Isaiah.
happened.
yeah, Isaiah Rashad.
When it's gonna be so worth it when he drops.
Upcoming
so true.
Roddy Rich. Roddy Rich is.
Like as far as
Nah,
lyricists,
Nah, man, give me Polo G, Polo Cap a
no.
lot. Polo G is the next upcoming
Polo
artist,
G.
man. Absolutely. He spits it how it is. It's true. It's hip hoppy. That man got bars for bars for bars.
No, the production that Roddy Rich has, bro.
That's true. He does have good.
Roddy Rich
production.
does have good production, man. But as terms of like pure hippity hoppity lyrical, that's like lyrical.
I'll have to agree with
It's
you,
got to
man.
be
Definitely
Polo G,
Polo.
man.
All right, for me, my favorite lyrical rapper is probably
In terms of
Lil
like,
Tracy.
I'm
Period.
a vampire.
Best lyrics. I mean, I just really wake up and feel like a vampire every day. You know, I feel like Lil Tracy's my spirit animal.
Hey, man. But in all fairness, his concert.
His
His
concert was funny.
his concert was amazing, man.
Yeah.
When he came out with
Bro,
the cowboy hat.
Do you remember the glasses guy?
Yes, bro. I
This
do.
guy with the sunglasses with the tag hanging off.
Do you remember that suit? Oh man, I forgot.
Eric
what we said
Andre?
it was. Yes,
Eric
bro.
Andre.
We saw 6'8" Eric Andre. Dude was
Yeah.
like 300 pounds.
We saw him at
Heavy-set
two
guy, he looks
concerts.
exactly like
We saw him
Eric
at Grade
Andre.
A too.
Yeah,
Eric
Oh,
Andre.
he was at-
That's
oh,
right.
dude, he was at Grade A.
We saw him. at
Shout out
both
Eric
concerts.
Andre.
Shout out.
It was
Shout out
actually
Heavy
Eric
Set.
Andre.
No, it was
No,
just a
it
guy
was
that
just-
looked exactly like.
This dude was like 6'8", maybe like 350, dude, and he looked just like Eric Andre.
That's funny.
It was crazy, man.
That is absolutely insane. What's up?
What next you want to talk about? Alan?
Next topic.
So we were already kind of talking about upcoming artists a bit. What are some more upcoming non-lyrical artists?
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave.
Yeah, I do love Rod Wave, man. I do love Rod Wave. He's not afraid to get in touch with his
Is that
emotional
like the
side.
heavier set dude?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't bumped his
Yeah.
music, but I've heard he's fire.
He definitely he's got like a dark little thug voice to
Alright.
him, but then he can also sing. He's got like great vocals and he like no auto tune
Yeah,
or anything, man.
That's
He,
fire.
Alright,
he
I'm-
just goes in there and spits.
I've got
great,
two.
He's got great lyrical input. It's great stuff. It's not like just some mumble trash or like some everyday garbage
Yeah.
that you hear.
All right, I've got two. I've got the first one. They've already kind of come up, but City Morgue has been
Yeah.
killing it.
Shout
these
out
past
Oh,
City
years.
Boy, man.
I love that
Love
new
their
album.
stuff.
I listen to it constantly.
I've
Yeah,
been
man,
listening to
the
them
album is
since
good.
Zilla and 6ix9ine still made music together, and it's been really cool to see how he's come up and grown as an artist. His softer stuff, really
His softer
good.
stuff has gotten good.
That's
Rock,
true.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man, yeah.
Rocket
Yeah,
Man's
Jack,
the
That's
best.
Jack,
gotta
you
be my
brought up
favorite.
Rocket
Jack
Man
put
the
all
other
of us
day.
on
That's
Rocket
facts.
Man.
Jack put us on the Rocket Man.
Gotta love the Rocket Man.
Jack, why do you like Rocket Man so much?
Like
So
going
I
places I've never been.
pretty directly relate to a lot of what he's saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If we're
I'm
talking
not
about
gonna really get into that on the podcast because
that's fair. Yeah, that's
it's
fair.
a little dark.
That's fair.
like if we're just talking about like all rappers in general, like do y'all know Lucky?
I love Lucky.
I'd say
Lucky,
Lucky's gonna be
Lucky
next
is
to blow
so
up.
slept on.
His
man.
beat, he picks the greatest beats like of all time.
Such
Never heard of him.
He's fire, man.
I mean,
Bump the
definitely.
Lucky.
I'd say, and then Key. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but Key is like
I
super
don't know,
dope.
Key.
I don't know. Key.
You don't listen to Key? Key, like his new album's so emotional, and then 777. 777 is produced by Kenny Beats like entirely. So
I've heard of 777.
God,
it's a
I love
great
Kenny
album.
Beats,
Yeah.
man.
I haven't heard it, but I've heard of that album.
yeah, I'd
I
pick
love
those
The
two.
Cave by Kenny Beats.
Oh,
That's
I
such a
love
Yeah, The
dope
Cave
series.
is great content.
Kenny
Yeah.
Beats.
Oh yeah,
really
no, I
good.
watched that too. Yeah.
Kenny Beats, in
Did
my
you see the
opinion.
Joji one?
Oh
Yeah.
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 that was good.
Joji's new song "Run." That's
That's
the best song he's released in a while.
I liked Earth Gang's one.
Oh, Earth Gangs
Earth
was
Gang?
so good.
The
They're-
one with Kenny Beats.
Oh, their code
Yeah.
episode.
Honestly, like Kenny Beats, in my opinion, one of the best producers.
Absolutely.
He's slept on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's so good.
He's hard working too, man.
Kenny Beats is really good.
Super hard working.
His like bringing back Denzel, like he made the I guess short animated movie for Unlocked with Denzel. I
Yeah.
thought that was so cool.
Oh, I meant to watch that.
That was
It's so
awesome. You
good.
gotta watch it, Jack.
I love it.
All right, welcome back to the 423 podcast. We had some technical difficulties in the podcasting department, and we are gonna take a break from talking about music. Sorry, Kenny Beats, we didn't get to elaborate on you. Sorry, Five Finger Posse, all that got lost. But we're gonna talk about movies. So, what is like the worst movie you've seen in recent memory?
Oh, dude, definitely the Ride Along movie with Ice Cube and Kevin
Yes.
Hart. Oh my,
Yeah.
like, so I don't go see that many movies often, and so when I get dragged to a movie that I'm already not wanting to go see, and it's just as bad as I think it's going to be, I mean, there's no recovery from that. Ice Cube, how do you play a cop, bro? What?
It's terrible. It's
I
terrible.
don't even get that, man. That's Ice Cube, man.
Literally an NWA.
That's like
member.
all the old OG rappers. They play cops now. Like Ice-T did, and Ice-T has an album. Like his first album or something was called Cop Killer. And now he's on like CSI.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
literally a cop on TV. It's crap.
It makes no sense, man.
I really didn't like the Avengers. Like any of those. I mean, I wouldn't say they're the worst movies ever, but
Yeah.
I love them. I mean,
I
You
feel like
like
they're
them?
disappointing.
the newest ones aren't
I
as
don't
good.
like the new ones. The old ones are good.
The new ones aren't as good, but I still enjoyed them.
maybe it's just 'cause I'm older now. Like when I was a kid, like I loved.
Well, for
superhero
me,
stuff.
like the Thor movies are super
Yeah.
good. The standalones.
I liked all that stuff when I was a kid, but just like Jacob, I kind of.
I don't know, man. I never really got into superhero movies, but like I always did really like the Batman movies. I mean,
yeah.
the classic Spider-Mans. I don't care
Oh,
who
yeah.
you are.
Classic
You
Spider-Man's
like the
good.
classic
My
Spider-Man.
boy Tobey Maguire, dude.
Yes.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, go get 'em.
Instead of this little boy
Alright.
that they have
Here's-
playing him now.
He was kind of a simp, but he was low-key the best Spider-Man.
He was like a good simp.
He was,
Yeah.
he was,
Yeah,
he
Spider-Man
was a
kinda has to be a
respectable
simp.
simp.
Like how many dudes are gonna play Spider-Man? Like they're ruining it. Like
I know,
Exactly.
for real.
they should just picked one other guy.
They have like a new one every single year.
Yeah.
But yes, I think someone said this earlier. Like the Batman, like the Christopher Nolan, like the Dark Knight, all those.
That's good stuff.
Those I would say those are the best superhero movies. Like period.
Yeah.
Because they're like
Absolutely.
superhero movies for adults. Like they're not like.
Yeah, man.
And it's not just about special effects and.
Like the Batman movie where he was fighting Bane and like literally the whole city's like collapsing and goes into anarchy. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Yeah, yeah.
like it's like a civil war inside of like a little city. I don't know, man. It's good stuff.
All right, so for my worst movie, it has to be the Netflix Death Note movie. That movie.
What a
Completely ruined.
what a
Horrible
way to
production.
put shame to such a great series.
How is like a company that has made so many good shows and literally has the original show on the streaming service? How do they like hire somebody that can just mess it up that badly? How is it even possible? They literally.
They skipped all the important parts and left all the unnecessary parts, and then added more unnecessary parts on top of that.
Yeah, for real.
Like wasn't Ryuk the only Shinigami in it? Like there wasn't
Yes,
even
they
other.
didn't
yeah, they
talk
didn't
about
have
any
Ren.
other
They did not have
Shinigami.
Ren. They did not have.
How do you, bro?
They did not have the
imagine
second
if they
Kira.
had Ren.
They didn't not even have the second Kira.
This was the main thing I completely hated about is they made Light like a completely different person. Like in the show, in the original show, he's this genius evil mastermind, but in the Netflix movie, he's like a complete like edgy
Goofball.
beta like high schooler kid that does the dumbest things you could do
He's
and
so
gets caught. He
careless.
gets caught so early like in the movie like.
Yeah, no, and they literally make his girlfriend, the one who in the show like Light like manipulates to like do whatever he says. She's the main bad guy. She's the one who
the women
abuses
man.
him. It's literally.
It makes me so angry because the ending is completely different. Like, why do they have to take? Why can't they just keep it the same as the original show?
How does
was?
Ryuk move the Ferris wheel? He can't.
Like that
The
in the show? Like that dude. Who's the dude that? He's like the dude that is like his stalker that he finds in the end to
Yeah.
help him. I can't remember his name, but that dude's not even in the movie. Like
You're the she.
Yeah.
the
Are you talking about the guy from like the?
dude's like
Delete,
delete.
Yeah, delete.
Delete.
I know you're
Delete.
talking
He was like,
How is he not in it? He was a vital part.
Yeah.
He
about.
played.
Yeah.
There
Without,
wasn't even the part about how Kira became like a god in the world. Like
There's
people worshipped him.
Literally nothing. It
Exactly.
did not. It literally Light literally got caught and got his stuff rocked before it even got to the part to where it gets good. There's literally
It was literally like
Not-
the High School Musical version of Death Note.
horrible, man.
what? Why would they have to change that for American audiences if American audiences already appreciate Death Note? That's like the one anime that everybody likes.
Did y'all ever watch the Dragon Ball live action?
That movie sucks. I hate that movie.
I've never enjoyed live action.
They never.
Adaptions.
Yeah, they never do it justice.
Just stop the live. Just stop the live.
For real.
Just stop it. It's not good. No, I mean, unless y'all can tell me one good one that's been made. Everyone that I've seen has been
None.
garbage.
I'm waiting
Not
for
at
the
all.
live action.
Didn't they make a Ghost in the Shell one?
Yeah, but it was bad.
I didn't watch that.
Well,
I'd
it
have
was
to
bad.
be the worst. But also, when I think of like bad movies, like who's that dude? The Oh hi, Mark. That do you know what I'm talking about?
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, the room. But the room is like so bad that it's
good.
amazing.
Yeah, it's
so
good.
you can't really say it's bad.
Oh,
the
hi,
room is really
Mark.
good.
Oh hi, Mark.
It's horribly amazing.
I did not hit her.
Oh, hi, Mark.
If you haven't seen Tommy Wiseau, look him up.
Bad
He's
movies.
a god.
Bad movies are. Those are my favorite type of movies, man. If I gotta be honest.
I know, Killer Bean. Okay,
Killer
let's
Bean.
take a second.
Killer Bean.
You
Okay.
haven't seen Killer Bean, but let's just take a second to talk about Killer Bean, the best movie ever made by mankind ever, period. All right?
It's goofy, but there's not one point where you're not on the edge of your seat looking at the screen to see
I know
what
that
happens.
the
next.
action is good, the animation is good.
And you gotta get the
Absolutely.
double
The
flusher.
one-liners
Double
are
flush it, the
amazing,
one-liners.
and every time somebody gets killed, it's like they get ragdolled.
It's perfect, man.
The
It's
animation
perfect
is
movie.
terrible, but that makes it funny. It makes it good. The fights are cool. The characters are cool. Like Jet Bean,
Jet Bean,
best villain of
Bacon
all
Bean.
time.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino is one of my
What's it
favorite
about?
characters. It's about beans. It's about so Jacob's never seen it, so I have to explain it to him and for the audience, Miss Sewell. Okay, so Killer Bean it's an animated movie on YouTube about animated
It's like
coffee
an hour and 30
beans that
minutes.
fight each other. Like it's
That
like an
sounds
action movie. Because
Is it-
Killer
is it
Bean's
on
like a
Netflix?
secret
It says
agent.
on
No, it's on
Netflix.
YouTube. It's on YouTube for
YouTube.
completely
Copy
free.
that.
It's
You have to, people.
Well, it's
It would
called
definitely
Killer,
be
it's
up
called
your
Killer
alley.
Bean 2, isn't it?
No, it's just
Killer
called
Bean.
Killer Bean.
No, it's
It's made by
Search Killer
Jeff
Bean.
Wu. You know who Jeff Wu is?
Jeff Wu.
He's the guy who did all the choreography for The Matrix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's literally made by the guy doing the Matrix. So the action scenes are actually really good.
Yeah, they are.
I gotta see this.
You know, you definitely have to see it.
Yeah,
Killer
it's
Bean.
Killer Bean forever. Killer Bean forever.
Speaking of like YouTube movies, like have you ever seen Who Killed Captain Alex?
Yes,
Yes.
you killed Captain Alex.
I can't say that's a bad movie.
I am the
like-
movie Joker.
Commando.
That is
There's
That's
Captain
such a
Alex.
classic.
Do y'all remember that little Nigerian kid?
Yeah.
Like the kid that was in those memes, and he was from one of those like action movies.
And he's like
Yeah.
super young.
Yeah,
but-
they were.
Yeah, he was like 32.
What?
Yeah, he was old.
So like, what's your guys' favorite movie then?
Green Book.
The what?
It's called the. So.
Cut,
What is that?
cut that out.
So basically,
Bleep it.
this was it was either released last year or the year before last, but it's about this like 1960s this black piano player, and like that's with all the discrimination and stuff,
Yeah.
and he decides he's gonna tour through the South and like throughout America, and he hires this Italian dude to like drive him around. It's just a really good movie. I don't know how to describe it. It really shows like the horrors faced back then, I guess. It's a really good movie.
Wow, I'd have to go with the classic Scarface.
Scarface is gonna be what I was
Scarface is a
gonna say.
classic.
That's literally what I was gonna say. Scarface.
I mean, come on, man.
it's a good movie. I can talk some Scarface.
I could talk some Scarface. Never saw Scarface.
You
Never
guys
seen
did.
It's on
my
Netflix.
When they-
After
Oh,
this show,
dude,
watch
yeah,
it.
you have to
Watch
watch it.
immediately.
That's nasty, bro. With the chainsaw.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, bro.
Say hello to my little friend.
The one last stand with the broken
I know.
arm,
Dude,
man.
Sosa in Scarface, like the best character.
I know Sosa.
So.
Ron, that's
Um,
literally where Sosa got his name.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
But
Chief Keef.
like my favorite, like I really liked Inception. I know it's like a
That's a
meme.
good one.
It's like a meme movie now because it's like the Rick and Morty type thing where you're like you have to have such a IQ. But I think it's one of like the trippiest movies ever.
The first Matrix.
And then Interstellar. I don't know if any of y'all.
Interstellar.
That's one of my
Interstellar is
favorite
really-
movies.
Interstellar's a great movie.
You can't even really describe the plot. Like they go through like a wormhole and save Earth or something. But
Have you guys seen Blade Runner? That movie's really good.
I've been wanting to
Yeah,
watch
man,
that.
I
movie.
love
I watched
Blade
it
Runner,
recently.
it just got
Blade
put on
Runner's
Netflix.
old.
this
Yeah,
year.
I watched it.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that
It's
like
a good
tonight.
movie.
Did y'all see the new Blade Runner?
Yeah, that
No.
movie's super good.
I did
I
not
meant to
see
see
it.
that.
I kind of wanted to. Who was the new star that they had?
I have no idea. I do not remember.
I don't remember his name, man.
Have y'all seen Mr. Nobody with
Yeah.
Jared
I've
Leto?
not seen
Such
Mr.
a good
Nobody.
have
Mr.
not.
Nobody's my favorite movie.
Yeah, Jack made me watch Mr. Nobody.
Jared
a long
Leto's
time
a
ago.
great actor.
Yeah, it's like it goes through the life of this kid, and it's like
Suicide
it focuses
Squad.
on these three girls as like the three main paths of his lives, and it shows like what each path would do in his life, and it goes really deep, and I feel like I learn something new every time I watch it,
You
like
know,
from the movie.
You got to throw like Fight Club in there too, like
Yeah, Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Have you guys seen
The Matrix.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen
Got-
I rewatched
Trainspotting?
that. Like, the other
Trainspotting's
day.
great.
Jack, you'd really like Trainspotting.
It's just about a bunch of Scottish dudes that do heroin.
Yeah.
It's a great movie though.
Sounds about right.
You know
Pulp
what?
Fiction though, because you told
Pulp
me
Fiction.
Pulp
Oh,
Fiction's
Pulp
very
Fiction. That's a classic.
Looks good. I like a Taxi Driver. That's a good
That's
movie.
Oh,
Did you
I
like,
watched that
uh,
recently. That was a good
The
one.
Irishman?
What's the new Tarantino movie?
The Irishman. That's what I just
Oh,
said.
Irishman.
It's so good. Have you seen it?
It's called The
Okay.
Irishman.
It's called The Irishman. The new
No,
Quentin
but
Tarantino movie.
No, the one where he's in Hollywood.
Oh, I got Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino.
I was gonna say,
no,
dude,
Once
he-
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Did
Yeah,
you
I've
like
seen
that?
That movie's really good.
I watched that the other night. The last 30 minutes are like insane, dude.
I like Reservoir Dogs. Have you guys
When-
seen that?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But one movie Jack showed me a while ago was The Truman Show.
Oh yeah.
That was a
The
really
Truman
good
Show
film.
is super
Oh,
good.
the Truman Show.
Yeah,
We
I'm
watch that
trying
every
to
time we
remember.
go to Seaside.
All right,
It's
so-
film there.
Best movie of all time is obviously Christmas Vacation. You guys seen Christmas Vacation?
Wally.
Wally is good. That was good.
Guys, what about Suicide Squad, man?
Suicide Squad is my favorite. Hey, bro, you can't say suicide on this. You're gonna die.
Oh, dude, my bad.
We'll bleep it out.
Yeah, just
Norbit.
Suicide Squad.
I mean, I said Suicide Boys earlier. No, that was.
Have you guys seen Whiplash?
No.
No.
Yo,
None
wait,
of
no,
you
is that's the one with the drummer, right?
Yeah, that's the one
That
with
was
the drummer.
such a
That
good
movie
movie.
is so
Not My
good.
Tempo.
Not My Tempo.
Oh, wait. Did you ever watch the Jimi Hendrix movie?
No.
Yeah.
That is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like they did my boy Jimmy dirty. They made him just seem like he beats women.
They always
like,
do with those movies, like with the Tupac movie.
They're gonna
the
do that
All
with
Eyes on Me
dude.
movie.
Think
Ooh,
about
look at
an iPhone.
think about like in 20 years.
Tupac had an iPhone.
In 20 years, there's gonna be like the X movie and like the Juice
They
WRLD.
already hold up.
They're
They
making an
already have the Lil Peep movie. That movie
That's a
was.
documentary though.
There was so much lies in that movie. There's one part of that movie where it shows Tracy and Peep arguing, but what they left out of that movie was the vital scene afterwards where they're laughing and joking around together.
Dude, they also showed Curb Lagoop giving Peep blank when they were
substance.
talking blank substance.
They
man.
made him seem like he just like what they weren't even friends. And
Even
that's-
the Curb Lagoop and Lil Peep are homies.
It's true.
the Magnets.
Magnet's
was
interview
weird.
is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I do not like Curb Lagoop.
Yeah.
I don't think
get
anybody-
Shout out Curb Lagoop. He's a goat.
Yeah, Curb Lagoop, favorite rapper. of
I
all
genuinely like Curb Lagoop.
I
I
can't.
can't,
I don't
man.
like his voice.
time. What is wrong with
It's
you
kind of
guys?
like the 645 AR. Like, do you know him?
Yes, dude.
It's kind of like that thing.
Oh, yes.
And the
that's
song,
me.
what's the song called? In the Trap.
In
No,
the
it's
trap.
for the
In
trap.
the trap.
He has,
Or the
dude, he has
trap.
lyrics for it, but you can't make
Wait,
out
have,
any of
you,
the
have you
words.
seen his Genius video?
No.
He does the squeaky
Oh, I
voice
gotta
on the
see that.
Genius.
Yeah, he does
It's
a squeaky voice in the
hilarious.
Genius video.
I didn't know he did Genius. I have to see that.
Yeah,
It's
it's crazy.
hilarious.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch that.
It's so funny.
I don't know how they made
Mother
it.
brother.
Mother brother.
Wait, did you say like your genuine like favorite movie of all time, Owen? I think you just kind of gave meme answers.
Meme answers. What's my favorite movie? All right. I mean, I said Scarface. That I was gonna say. So I
Oh,
guess I
yeah,
can come up with a different
Scarface.
one.
Forrest
I'd
Gump.
probably say Akira is up there.
That's a good one.
The hand drawn, like everything is just so good. The storytelling. It's honestly like
Akira is like one of the best sci-fi movies of all
it's
time.
honestly like the perfect movie. Like that, Blade Runner, Scarface, The Godfather.
Godfather's great. Those movies are just so long.
I loved Forrest Gump.
Yes, dude. There's so
Forrest Gump, Run Forrest Run.
Literally one of my favorites.
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
That's a
Someone
good
was
restaurant.
saying Forrest Gump is like, it's one of those movies you watch one time that you never watch again.
No, I've
no.
watched that at least 8 times.
No, that's true for me.
That's
Yeah.
true
I saw-
for me. I'm
see,
not
I
trying
saw-
to watch it again.
Nah, you
That's
missed.
true.
Here's
I
the
watched
thing,
it
you
twice.
Missed so much.
Here's the thing. I like it a lot, but I could only watch it one time.
No, you miss so much unless you watch
Jenna.
it.
Really?
Every time I
love you,
watch it, I
Jenna.
find something new. There's so,
Lieutenant Dan.
there's so many like deep topics that are like they're hidden, but it's so cool.
I gotta rewatch it then.
It's
Yeah,
so
for
good.
real.
I'm not rewatching
Hold
it.
up. Hold up. All right. What about?
What about
What about?
Yeah, Spitto.
Heck, favorite actor.
Don't have one. I don't do actors and actresses. And stuff.
I'm just gonna
Probably
write
Samuel
this
L.
down.
Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. All right, Jack.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, yeah, Samuel L.
Alright.
Jackson.
I just-
shout
I-
out chat by the
Alright.
way.
I love how he acts. I don't know why.
Tom Hanks.
I would say Matthew McConaughey. He's honestly a great actor, even
I'm
though
gonna
he
say-
did those terrible Lincoln commercials.
I know.
Other than that, he's had like a great career.
I'm gonna say Danny DeVito.
Danny
Oh,
DeVito.
I forgot about
Best
the
actor.
Gotta
Have
read-
It's
y'all
Always Sunny is
It's
a banger
Always
show.
Sunny.
He's
Yeah.
good in Jumanji.
Wait, no, I'd say Al Pacino's the
Okay,
best.
Al Pacino,
Al
like for
Pacino's,
real,
like, for real
unironically
the
best
best,
actor,
yeah.
probably him, but Danny DeVito.
Because like his scenes in The Godfather, like
No, Al, and in
Have y'all
Scarface.
seen Throw Mama from a Train?
No.
No.
Well, anyways, if you haven't, you really should. It's a great movie by Danny DeVito. That's all.
they need to make a Danny DeVito like biopic like about his life.
I'd watch a documentary about Danny DeVito.
Oh my god.
The Lil
Danny
Peep
DeVito.
documentary with Curb
Danny
Lagoon giving
DeVito
Danny
and
DeVito
Batman?
blank substance.
Wait, was it
Hilarious.
Batman? Yeah, Danny DeVito played the Penguin, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
that's
He played the
right.
Penguin. He played the Penguin.
Oh my god.
When
I
you said that, I
forgot.
thought you meant that he played Batman. I was
No.
like,
Me too.
Danny DeVito should be the next Batman.
The short Batman.
that would be amazing, dude. If Danny DeVito was Batman.
Batman 50 years later.
Batman when he's old and just a lot.
I don't think Batman can be fat. To be honest,
I don't
Danny
think
DeVito
Batman
isn't
can be
fat.
fit.
It's
Danny
pure
DeVito's
muscle.
you can't be a fat guy and
It's
be Batman.
pure muscle.
Let's talk about
Oh, yeah, Robert Pattinson's gonna be the new Batman.
I
That's
know
kinda
that's what I was gonna say. That was
That could
Oh
be
my bad,
terrible.
that could be.
he did cuck me.
So yeah, what do you think about Robert Pattinson being Batman?
I love Twilight. It's my favorite movie series.
No.
Team Edward. Let's
Oh,
go.
it's that dude.
Yeah,
That's
it's
yeah.
that dude.
God, why?
It's so terrible. How could he be Batman?
They should make Gary Busey.
Yeah.
He should be Batman.
Yes,
They should
Gary
make,
Busey
they should
should
make
be
Adam
Batman.
Sandler
I would
Batman.
unironically watch it if Gary Busey was
Adam
Batman.
Sandler Batman.
Adam Sandler Batman? No, that
Don-
could be
No,
Donald
Jim
Trump
Carrey
Batman.
Batman.
I was
Donald
gonna
Trump
say
Batman.
Jim
Carrey
Carrey
Batman.
Batman.
Jim Carrey, unironically, is actually a very smart guy.
I love Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
I'm in this.
Jim Carrey's
Sonic
woke.
movie. Did y'all see that Jim
Facts.
Carrey was the Eggman?
Yeah.
Oh my
He's an
god.
Oh yeah, didn't y'all watch the Sonic movie?
No.
No.
I like that Pikachu movie.
I saw that. I
thought it was decent.
I saw that. It was decent, but
I tried to get you
Wouldn't
to
watch
the
it again,
other night,
though.
Chase.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix and you just skipped it. Kept screaming at you.
I'm good on that, man.
Shout out Narcos on Netflix.
yeah, Narcos is good.
It'll
But-
never be as
but
good.
old John
It'll never
Ramsey.
be as good as when Pablo Escobar was in it.
Those were the best ones.
Pablo Escobar.
I was telling,
They should have just kept it running. man.
Narcos-
I think I was telling my mom or someone like that dude played Pablo so well. Like
Absolutely.
Pablo was trying to be that guy. Like it wasn't the other way around.
Exactly.
Narcos Mexico is
For
super
real.
good, but it does not have the same.
It doesn't have the feel, man. It's why I haven't really been able to get into
like
it.
watching
I was spoiled.
watching the first Narcos is like he played that role.
Plomo
He
o
played
plata.
it perfectly. He played it perfectly. That's
real.
one of the
Intro.
best jobs I've ever seen.
Oh
anybody
yeah,
do.
let's talk about the intro.
The intro song, it's like
Yeah.
Cuomo,
Bro, speaking.
Don't play it. You
speaking of
can't
that-
play it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I just want to know the title.
But Joey, speaking on Joey again, he actually he made a song to the Narcos
Dude.
Narcos theme song.
Dude, in the
Yeah,
new
it's really
Narcos
like-
Mexico, Quavo is in it.
No.
And it's
Yeah,
like
what
the
else
worst
again?
acting.
Oh,
Quavo-
no, I did see that.
Quavo plays like a crack
That's right.
dealer.
No,
And
no,
then-
all the Migos are in it. They're
Oh, yeah.
they're in a trailer.
And they kill somebody, don't they?
No.
You're thinking of another movie that
Yeah,
Quavo
you're
is
thinking
in.
of something else.
Oh, that's right.
This is.
I know what you're talking about. I can't.
Oh no! That was the original Narcos, wasn't it? I think so. Or
You're
s-
thinking about Atlanta. Weren't
yeah, no, in
Oh,
Atlanta,
that was
yeah.
an- That is
That
an
was
amazing.
No, but in the new
I like Donald
Narcos,
Glover, dang.
yeah.
Donald
Donald-
Glover. Okay, we gotta talk about Donald Glover. One of the greatest artists of probably all
I
time.
like Childish Gambino.
He's a real Renaissance man.
Not just music wise.
Did you ever watch Community? That was like,
Yes, I love
that's a
it.
great show.
Community is a good show.
He just needs to keep making shows. Man. I'm perfectly fine. with
Honestly, my favorite show of all time, like for live action, is Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was
Breaking
good. A
Bad
lot
is
of
so
people
good.
didn't finish it, but I actually put forth the effort in finishing it.
Breaking Bad is super good. Have any of you guys seen it?
Yes, man.
I watched
love
like 2
Breaking Bad.
seasons.
But
Watch the whole thing.
I didn't think it was like.
no,
It gets
man,
better,
you
it
gotta-
gets
you
better.
gotta get past the second season because that's when it all starts going.
After the
down.
second season, that's when
That's when he
stuff gets
starts, like,
really good.
moving
I mean,
It's like the
I
big
always
shit.
remember like the part with the Tuco guy where
Tuco.
he makes like the
He's funny.
he throws it.
No, Breaking Bad is amazing, especially in those last couple seasons.
Oh wait! Have you ever seen True Detective?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
First season of True, it was an HBO show. The first season of True Detective is one of like the greatest like crime shows I would say ever.
Crime shows for me.
I love crime shows.
one of my favorite shows. It's not necessarily crime. Lucifer.
I never watched that.
I've
Love
never seen it.
Lucifer.
Talk about it.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's one of those like, it gets deep at some points, but it's more of a lighthearted crime show, and it was really enjoyable to watch.
What else you got for us, Alan?
Do we
What
leave
else?
any movies out? Like any like great movies? Because I feel like I'm gonna think about it later and be like,
I
I
can,
left that
I
out.
don't know.
I can go over so many great movies, but
Have any of you guys seen American History X?
no,
That's a great movie.
That movie is really good.
The Green Mile was good.
Dude, Edward Norton is like
Edward Norton
One of
is
the greatest
crazy
actors.
in that movie. That movie's really good. It's on Netflix. You guys should watch it. What other movies like exist? Star Wars. Star Wars is good, I guess.
Well, the
They-
Man, I've never
Old
seen,
trilogy is amazing.
I've never seen one Star Wars movie all the way through, and I don't regret it. The
You
new
have
the new
to.
movies are absolutely awful.
The new
I mean,
movies
if you're not into like fantasy stuff, then yeah, you
I'm
won't.
just not, man. It
Yeah.
just doesn't click with me. I can't watch.
It's
it.
not that good, honestly.
I mean, it's
honestly.
The old
Empire
ones
Strikes
for me-
Back.
The old ones for me.
In my opinion, I know a lot of people love it, so I'm not discounting their opinions.
I mean, for me, like the prequel movies are fine. The new movie is absolutely terrible, but I love the old trilogy. I could watch this any day.
I really like the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars is
The
good.
cartoon,
Yeah.
that was
The Clone Wars is dope.
that was
That
it.
is one Star Wars thing I could get into.
Y'all ever seen Monty Python?
All right, 423 Podcast, take 3. More technical difficulties. Things aren't really looking good, but we are gonna talk about
We'll push through it.
memes. All right,
Love it.
Oh,
memes.
God.
Love them or hate them. Memes are memes and everybody's dreams.
I guess
I wanna talk
we should.
about meme pioneers.
Yeah, we
Meme
should get to like the
pioneers.
staple memes.
All right, first of all, Rage Comics.
Do y'all remember Savage Realm?
Savage Realm.
Savage Realm's the goat, dude.
Savage Realm is the goat.
Classic Savage.
But like
Oh,
when I think of like
Savage.
pioneer, like you remember like the Yo Dog, we heard you like all those memes. Or am I too
Yeah.
old? I'm sound like a boomer right now.
What about Bad Luck Brian? Shout out Bad Luck Brian.
Bad Luck Brian.
Trollface.
Hey, do you even lift, bro?
Do you even live, bro? Why you know
The original Doge.
say
Why
current
you-
memes?
Why you know?
I like that. I like the Doge.
Rick
It's
roll.
lasted the test of time, but it's just totally
Doge.
changed.
The new
It's
Doge is
impressive,
probably my
man.
favorite meme. I love new Doge.
Dude, the
new Doge is so much.
Man, I can't
No,
even
the
lie.
old Doge is just like stupid stuff. The new
The
Doge
new
is, like,
Doge is
my life
amazing.
just left me.
All right, what about Pepe though?
Susan
No.
took the kid.
I like Pepe.
Okay, I love the pictures, but I just the memes.
Pepe will last forever, dude.
Pepe
People will
is a
use
good
Pepe
meme. I
memes
love
like
Pepe.
1,000
They'll
years
use
from
Pepe
now.
and they'll use Doge.
Oh my God, I love
Humanity
PP.
exists.
Memes.
Memes.
My GIF memes.
My-
Who remembers
Hey, bro, what up with GIFs?
the Filthy
nowadays?
Frank memes?
Oh, Jack,
It's
Jack,
time
can
to
you
stop.
can you hit him with the hey boss?
Hey, boss.
Jack, hit him with this. Time to stop.
It's time to stop.
You do that perfectly.
Yeah, my man Jack's a big connoisseur. Of
boss, can I get the Lucy, please?
Bro,
please,
Ryan,
boss.
You have the book, don't you?
I have the
Yeah.
book too.
You
I
also
read the
had the
book.
book.
I read the book.
How was
The
it?
book is
The
good.
book was okay. So I went into the book expecting it to be horrible. Honestly, one of the better books I've read. Part of it's just because my low expectations.
Wait.
were
Was that the book like about the
Francis of the Filth?
Was it about like their universe?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to
like
get that now.
it was the book had a great story to it.
I
I
mean,
really
the
did.
whole universe was like so well thought out, low key, but it was just like
Yeah, for
covered up
real.
with all these memes.
There's some parts where I was just kind of like, what?
Dude, It's so weird that Filthy Frank went from making videos about eating cake with hair in it
And barf.
to like R&B music.
No,
Like
no,
it's
no,
the
for real.
greatest.
Joji's
Actually,
new.
He's been making the R&B.
And his music is like really
He
good.
started the music
crazy.
During the Filthy Franks album.
Yeah, he
just
started on
made it all up.
SoundCloud.
Yeah,
His
for
old
real. Like the
stuff.
old Joji, like a You Suck
You
Charlie.
remember Old Yeller?
Oh yeah, like the Pink Guy
Oh,
mixtapes.
Old Yeller.
Yeah,
I
Old
know you
Yeller.
remember Old Yeller.
I remember
Pink
Old
Guy
Yeller.
mixtapes were classics.
Yeah, for sure.
One of my favorites was it's the one like about wasting time.
think
I
it's
don't
called
want to
Wasting
waste
Time.
my time.
Or-
Yeah, that one.
I don't want to waste my
Yeah.
I like that Yeah Right song.
Yeah, right. It's good. Run is good.
A meme rapper that did not transfer so well. Ugly God.
Rip Ugly God.
Ugly God, you fell off.
You fell off. boys.
Ugly God said, let 2017 and 2018 and 2019 and 2020 and 2030 have my career.
Lil Boom's still killing it though. Shout out Lil Boom.
Oh, boo.
Remember Lil
Shout
Tug?
out Lil B.
Shout out Lil B.
Shout
The
out
bass
Lil
god.
B, the ultimate bass god, man. How's he still around, bro?
Because he's the based.
Oh, I'm not trying to get cursed, man.
Other memes though.
Other memes.
One of my favorites is like, I don't know how to describe it. You know how it's like the yellow like photorealistic emoji.
They're like the fiending emoji. That.
Love that one.
Have y'all seen the hot dog man?
The hot dog meme.
That's one of my favorite memes.
What about
It's like
that?
sucks down
Hey,
hot
you
dog.
got the whole squad laughing.
You know what's crazy? When the "you know the way" meme came around, people started realizing how quick memes came and went.
No,
I
the
know.
do you know the way like spread in like
Do you
A
know
day.
the way?
Yeah.
it was
Spreading like a
huge.
day.
I thought it was funny, and then it got big and overused, and then I was
In
like,
like 2
this kinda
days, it was
sucks.
like over.
And then with that meme coming, it kind of started a cycle in all
And
memes.
then
Now
Big
they'll
Chung
come for like
guy.
a couple weeks.
Big
and they're
Chung
done.
guy will never.
Like
die.
the
Big Chung.
you remember like the "This Is It" chief was like the biggest thing ever,
Yeah.
and
This
then
Is
it's
It
just
Chief
dead.
was the
It's
biggest
just
thing
so
for like a
dead.
month.
Now.
Hey, bro, that's not it, chief. Hey, bro, I'm gonna call the chief. It's not in.
I just called chief. He said it's not it.
Bro, come on, dude. I called chief. He said it's not funny. You guys can laugh at me
I
now.
feel like there's always something like new that replaces that.
Yeah,
I
like
love
that.
fishing
Like
Hey,
the.
that was not very.
You got the
cash
whole
money, if you
squad
will.
laughing. That's not very.
Yeah,
cash
The-
money.
I really like hate the boomer meme, but
Shut up, boomer.
I'll still use it though,
Shut
because
up,
it's
Boomer.
Boomer, what are you like? 26?
yeah.
Some
Boomer.
of my favorites
Boomer.
were like
I'm 32.
no,
Never
like,
boomer.
some of my favorites were like the fishing ones about the
The fishing spots.
The
Yeah,
boys
fishing
going to the
spot.
fishing
You will
spot.
show me your fishing spot.
Love those. Those are
All right,
my
so we're going fishing after this podcast, and then we're gonna record an episode 2 fishing cast.
Yes,
Fish
fish
cast.
cast.
I would love the fish cast.
Bass Pro
All right.
cast.
So what about cringiest memes? Any cringy memes that you just
Tons of
absolutely
them.
hated? Like
Fortnite.
all of them?
Any-
Fortnite?
Anything from TikTok. I'm so glad you said that.
Epic gamer moment.
I hate TikTok.
Wait, I got a throwback one. Do y'all remember the arrow in the knee meme?
Yes.
That's that has to be like the most cringe one of all
Bro.
time.
Sounds like you got an arrow in the knee.
I mean, you just got hit with it, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. Leave. You're not welcome here anymore.
You might as well walk out now, bro.
Years
Go
later,
home.
I played Skyrim and I heard like a guard say that, and I'm just like, God.
I know it did not age well, but
PTSD.
Skyrim is a very good game, though.
Love Skyrim until I heard that, and I just stopped.
I know.
Skyrim the go game. I guess we could talk about like your favorite game of all
Favorite
time.
game?
Yeah.
All right, pass that to me first. My favorite game. Well, I guess it's games. It has to be the BioShock series.
Ooh,
That's the
I
best
love
choice.
the
BioShock 1.
I love
BioShock
Bioshock 2.
BioShock Infinite is really underrated, but it is really a classic game. And
I
that's
feel
the
like
game that
that's
got
the
me
best
into the
one.
series. BioShock 1 is the best one, but BioShock Infinite is probably number 2. And then BioShock 2 is also a great game.
The girl and wipe away the death.
Give us the girl. that it's just such a classic. That's
Yeah,
what
that
got
one-
me
it
into
got
the
really
series.
dark too.
Yeah.
I remember playing that when I was like 11 when that came
Yeah.
out. That
Honestly,
game was so
dude,
good.
we were young when that game came out.
That game was
We
so
were still in
good.
middle
Pe-
school.
people hated on it. You boomers hated on the game.
No, I didn't.
My,
Well, you didn't, but actual
Actual
boomers.
BioShock?
Yeah, BioShock
I
Infinite.
don't
the new
remember
one.
anyone hating on the game.
My favorite game.
Yeah, I definitely remember that game getting some crash.
But BioShock 1's a masterpiece,
I
though.
fooled
Anyway,
with
Ryan,
that
you
hard.
can go.
I definitely fooled with that.
My favorite game, simply just because it was like a main part of my childhood, was Lego Star Wars. The Complete Saga.
Yes, the complete saga.
Yes. Such a great game.
I
Those
played
are
that
gas.
all the time
Yeah.
when I was younger. I remember like staying up to like 4 a.m. trying to get all the
Absolutely.
studs. Such a good game.
Where would we be without the Lego games today?
That's
I'd be dead.
true.
I'd be dead. I wouldn't know how to live.
I just got to throw in like Fallout 3.
Fallout 3, New Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not a
I really liked Fallout 4, and a
Me
lot of
too.
people did.
I don't get why. A lot of
I think 3 was the best one, but
I mean, definitely, but 4 was.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion is probably my favorite game of all time.
Well, looks like we're almost out of space. So, Ryan, say your favorite game. Well, you already said Lego Stars. Jack, you got one real quick? Chase?
Yeah, I would go with the Uncharted series.
Yeah. You got 3 seconds. It's done.
Yeah, it's
2K.
pretty good.
It's done. We're good. No outro.
Well, we probably
No outro?
No, do an outro. Cause
cut some of the cut.
outro's got to be us going.
Yeah, well, it's already started. So, this is the 423 podcast, and this is the outro. Cutting. We chopping it up. Anybody
Next
got
time
any
you
last
guys should
words?
come and chop it with us.
Yeah, you gotta chop it with the choppers. Oh, can't say that.
Peep My Music, Blunt Trauma on all platforms.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Akashic Records.
Akashic Records.
Look up Blonde Hero, Twan Fire, Blunt Trauma on
Yes,
all
sir.
platforms.
There you
Yes,
go.
the Arsenal.
Yes, sir.
Arsenal is fine.
All right, so I hope you guys had a good night.
Moderately okay.
Moderately okay.
And Miss Sewell better give
decent.
us a 100 for this.
So if you don't give us
Yeah,
one,
like,
I
hit
swear
that,
to my
smash that like button.
No.
Smash that
smash
like
the
button.
like button,
Hit
smash
subscribe,
subscribe,
follow
get the
my
bell.
Twitter,
Speaking of-
follow my Facebook.
Speaking of cringe memes.
Follow my LinkedIn.
All right.
Oh
Follow my
All right.
OnlyFans.
Have a good night.
Woo
Bye.
woo. Woo woo.